Hello and welcome to the beginning of the end to Aranjuez, the Adagio by Rodrigo. I have decided to split this up into 3 videos because it is just so complex and there are loads of extras that you are going to need to do. So in this first part, we are going to be checking out the fingering for the bars 68 to 75. I am going to show you how to count the rhythms. I am then going to show you how to do the right hand on its own and then the left hand on its own and then combine them, as well as how to get the shifts going, because there are a lot of challenging shifts here. So let's just dive into part 1 of the end of the Adagio by Rodrigo. Hello and welcome to bar 68 and the beginning of the end. I'm going to dive straight in. We're going to do the standard fingering first and then I'm going to show you John Williams. Standard fingering revolves around this D sharp at fret 6. It's going to be taken off for a C sharp every now and then, but otherwise that stays down. So here we go. I am with P when required. Watch that angle. I'm doing a hammer on 1, 3, 4, 3, 1, 4, 1, 3. Finger, 4, 2, 1, pull off, 1, 4, 4. And then we're into the triplets there at the middle of 72. Much easier on your hand, not a lot of tension. Notice I'm pulling fingers off. The only thing that I'm leaving down is 3, and I'm trying my best to make sure that there's no tension there. John Williams cross strings this, so he is here at first position. First finger up, 4, 1, 3, and then he makes sure that his finger is up as well. To violin slide, 2, 0, 4. Jumps from there using the open string into the middle of 72 and those sextuplets. You have choices there. Musically, I don't think it makes much of a difference, but I think John Williams feels that it does, so you can decide for yourself. Let's check out where this goes next. Okay, welcome to the next micro study. So we left it off here at 4, 7, 6, 4th fret with the first. Here, keep an eye on that angle because you'll be able to see all of what my hand's doing. So we have triplets. 1, 2, 3. Bar down, A finger, and then it's a shift. Half bar 2, 4th finger on a D sharp, and then your right hand is going to switch direction. And I suggest using full planting to do this. A am I, P I am. 3, full bar 2, off, and I'm going to leave it there for the moment. So we're going to discuss shifting in a second as well after this, as well as some open string ideas. Practice that as its own integral little micro study so that you can get this. The shift there. 74, again, rhythms change, direction changes as well. So you're going to have to practice this, and I'll do a little micro study on the end here to help you. Open string to shift. 2, 1, 3 to get into that. We'll dive into the rest of this in the next micro study. Okay, welcome to 74 and the build-up. So we have A, M, P, I, 2, 1, 3, and it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4th finger finger on an F sharp, and your fourth finger is going to slide out half bar at 6, second finger on at 7, and then that bar is going to come down to 5, A, M, I, P. So that is quite... You're going to need to practice that. And again, I have done something at the end of this video for all of these, because this is where it starts to really become technical and a little bit more challenging. Okay, so to facilitate this, you need to understand the rhythms. So what I suggest you do is you put a metronome or something on quavers to get this at first. So that it would be 1 and 2 and. So the bar 68 sounds like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and semiquavers, nothing too difficult. Once we hit, it would go 1 and 3 and 4 and 1 and etc. and into that change. So once you've done that, then this becomes and 2 and 3. And so you see, so now your ands have to have 6 notes in them. And 2 and then your ands have 5s. 1 and 2 and 3, etc. This is how you count that section. So that's a lot there. Once you have gotten the notes off the page and under your fingers, that becomes a session on its own, just trying to fit it all together. Let's just talk about bar 74. In 74, there are 3 distinct shifts, very tough ones, that are going to involve your right hand and your left hand being really well coordinated. So the first one's right at the beginning. You have this triplet. That needs practicing. If that is still difficult, just that alone, I suggest you do. Get the right hand. Once you can do the right hand, you put your left hand on its own. I'm going to try and slow this down and talk as we do. As I'm shifting, my third finger stays in that area. It doesn't squeak because I'm taking it off. Lift up. And 2 and 1, they know what they're doing. I've already pre-planned this. I've already thought about it. If you need to, keep third finger on. It just makes it a little bit noisy, but there's so much going on, I don't think anybody's going to notice that one squeak. So once you've done this, shift number 3 happens. So you're going to have to go from right hand pattern, 2 different right hand patterns there, as well as doing. So again, separate it out, make it easy for yourself. Left hand, over and over till you get it, and then right hand. Make sure that you understand that the pattern is very distinct across the strings. Very distinct pattern. Put it all together and you go. So again, right hand pattern. And then now, there's no 2 ways about it. You are going to have to practice this on its own. Left hand again, solo. Get that stretch in. And again, right hand. Put the 2 together, so forth, so on and so forth. It's really just that simple. It's woodshedding. There's nothing else to it. You're not going to be able to just pick this up and play it because it is not music that you'll have come across before. It has come from the mind of a pianist. So keep that in mind. That is why it sounds like it does, and that's why it's a little bit more challenging on our fretboard. Not impossible though. Okay, thank you for staying till the end. Hopefully these little extras here have helped you. Part 2 to the ending of Aranjuez is going to pop up just about now. This has been brought to you by My Baby Classical Guitar Rocks, the home of six-string inspiration. If you want more like it, there are tons more lessons for advancing guitarists.